So Drake made Janice shut the F up about Joe Budden. We finna get into this, man. Traplo Ross, academics, Boss KO. Everybody giving their opinion on this. Um, yeah, man, it go back. It go way back. We finna jump right into it. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That's how you follow us. It's free. Follow us. We on our way to 12,000 followers. Make sure you follow the channel. Like the video, man. Like the video. Comment. We finna go back and forth. Comment in the comments. Let me know what you got to say about this. Give me your thoughts and opinions. I'm going to give you mine. I'm finna jump right into this reaction. Sit back, relax. It's going to be about 15, 16, 20 minutes or so.
Theory about Drake's song Janice STFU, which has just gone #1, I believe. Everybody's been trying to work out who Janice is. Like, who's the Janice? Like, what's this song about? There have been rumors that it was some executive from UMG that Drake was beefing with about his masters. That's apparently been debunked. You know, there was a few different people that said, oh, it could be this person, could be that. But apparently it's about Joe Budden. And I heard this theory earlier today, and I thought about it. I ruminated on it a little bit, and I thought, that's interesting. I wonder if there's any truth to that. And I just heard the song again like 5 minutes ago.
That's what I heard. Traplo Ross like Joe Budden, Drake and Joe Budden beef go way back. Like they been like, you know, like this been an ongoing thing for them. This not something new. No, this ain't new, man. This ain't new at all.
I was like, this is all about Joe Budden. This is insane. So I'm going to show you the evidence for this, and you're never going to be able to listen to this song ever again like the same. It's going to hit complete. I'm going to spoil the song for you, okay? Now that you know the song is about Joe Budden, this is just, it's ruined. Sorry, Drake, right? Sorry, everyone. It's a banger, right? But, oh my Lord, look at this, right? So this is just Exhibit A, all right? They're saying, no way Joe Budden admitted years back that his given white woman name is Janice.
What? This is old. That's old Joe Budden. That's young Joe Budden before the gray hair Joe Budden. That's old Joe Budden. Chat, that is old Joe Budden, chat.
Huh?
What's your white woman name? They gave me mine. It's Janice. I'm gonna tell you. Yo, you niggas is shut crazy. The fuck up.
Dude, guess how much it cost me to make sure my family gets $1 million if something ever happens to me? You'll never guess.
So you're thinking, what? You're thinking, what? Janice, right? People saying, and people don't think Drake gets deep and methodical with his raps. Drake tweeted, hardly ever forget anything, right? People saying, damn, he even says STFU, LMAO, stop, wait.
Drake went deep in his bag, like, and that show you how deep the, like, you know, they beef be. Like, Drake went deep in the bag to pull that one out on Joe Budden. He went deep in the bag.
Wait a minute, what?
What's your white woman name? They gave me mine. It's Janice. I'm gonna tell you. Yo, you niggas is crazy. Shut the fuck up.
He said it. All right. So there you go. He even said, shut the fuck up. All right. People saying, my goodness, someone cracked the code. Song hit even harder now. We just need to get this to the pod so they can laugh at Joe being Janice, right? That's his favorite song on the album too. So what makes it even funnier, all right? I don't think even Joe remembered this. Drake really found a deep cut of diss without the person being diss realizing it's a diss. This is Joe's favorite song, I swear. All right. I swear he's loving this song. I thought Janice was Jay-Z.
It's been like clips come out of Joe Budden like, yeah, this the one right here. This the one I'm rocking with. Yeah, this it.
But this is way funnier. Joe Budden and Jay-Z are related. They're intertwined, all right? You're going to have to, look. All right, look. So this is the long version of what I just showed you, all right? And you're about to see this is factual, all right? It's going to blow your little tiny little mind, all right? Look at this. Wait, let me zoom in. All right, wait.
Mine is Janice. What's your white woman name? They gave me mine. It's Janice. I'm going to tell you. Yo, you niggas is crazy. Shut the fuck up.
1 eternity later.
Don't shoot at me now that you ice cold. I'm not doing it back and forth with a corpse.
Now, here's the thing, right? A lot of people have said, oh, you know, Joe Budden disrespected Drake with this not doing a back and forth with a corpse thing. He dissed him and basically said he died. You know, the Kendrick beef ended him. He's dead. He's not going to go back and forth with a corpse. He's not going to go back and forth with a corpse. He's not going to dig up a corpse, all right? So obviously people are saying, all right, the first bar, he says, buried alive, someone come dig me up. Joe said he wouldn't go back and forth with a corpse. But that's not the only reason, all right, that Joe Budden and Drake.
Hey, Joe Budden. So look, y'all mean to tell me Drake dissed this man without this man even knowing? Drake got down on him without him even knowing? A fool with it, I ain't gonna lie.
Drake have got animosity now. Some of y'all, I'm going to sound old now, right? But some of y'all might not even remember the depraved depths of Joe Budden and Drake's beef. Now, I did a video about this 6 years ago, right? Some of you guys only just heard of me recently, but I did this video 6 years ago, deep cut. All right, all about Drake and Joe Budden's friendship turned beef. This video was bro, like this video was crazy. Like, you don't remember none of this.
Me not gonna reply. Nice guy. No, somebody's gonna send a shot.
I'm not like you, man. I'm
I'm a nice guy.
You're a nice guy.
I'm nice.
But you're just too witty for your own good.
I be beefing with loser niggas. I be beefing with loser sensitive niggas.
I don't see it.
And it's my job as a rapper.
They go back. This beat, that far, that's young Drake. That's young Drake, chat. Chat, that is young Drake, chat. They beef go back too far, chat. That's young Drake right there, chat.
To let niggas know that they can't.
If I get this, it's gonna be a female trying to get at me, I bet.
Joe Budden is here.
So go and check this video out, right? Because it gets deep. It actually gets insane. There's a lot to this, all right? And look, we could get deep into this, all right? There's a bunch of stuff. Look, it's crazy. But the bottom line is, go and watch this video if you want to go watch this. Just go find this video, right? Go check it out. Bro, all right? 6 years ago. But basically, this is where it goes next. Obviously, he's talking about digging up a corpse, but really, this is damn near decade-long beef at this point, okay? So we're thinking, okay, he said he's not going to beef with the corpse. Someone come dig him up. That does sound like it fits.
Oh, come on. I wanted to do it when you was lit. It was fun.
Many months later.
All right, this is Janice. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, I got to be careful here.
This is the first miss for me.
This is the second miss for me.
Yeah, don't get us deep fried copyrighted. Trap Lord Ross, man, don't get us copyrighted, man. Yeah, man, the whole pod loving this song, and then that's how you know the light skinned guy Ish. He was in that same clip with Joe Budden. He in the same clip when Joe Budden like, yeah, my white woman named Janice. And he said, oh, he gonna say, shut the fuck up. Crazy.
Yeah, it's cool.
This was a miss, though.
It was a miss. This almost could have been on the Habidi or something.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know the hook neither. I like the hook this time.
I don't think it should have been on the album. I think it should have been on one of the.
I wasn't mad at this.
Okay, I don't want to get dinged.
Days later.
Beep, baby.
That's great.
My Mercedes got the heat, baby. Now that shit is fire. Pull up on me. What is that see-through shirt? I get a sneak peek, baby. That shit is hard. That shit is hard.
Looked amazing.
That shit is hard.
That's all.
Actually, fuck it, talking.
Joe Budden never realized. He never realized. He never realized.
All right. Calm down, Joe. All right, calm down, Janice. Let's not. Come on, stop. You can get me in trouble now. So he's loving it, basically. Look, we don't need to hear it, but he's loving it. It's a banger. He loves the tune. He's loving it. He don't even know it's about him. He sang it on the pod.
He loved it. That's crazy. Janice love. I wonder if they found out and then decided to go with it until it came out so he could go crazy. Right?
He loved it. All right? He loved it. Okay? And they in a super deep feud, right? He wasn't going to go back and forth with the corpse. So people are convinced, right? On an album, he's literally doing shots for everyone. I don't think it's a reach at all. This is by far the best theory I've seen so far. Anybody know what episode it's from? I want to see the rest of the clips in context. I don't think that's a reach. This is actually the only theory with legs regarding who Janice is. This is a fire angle. So the angle is him telling Joe Budden, shut the F up. The angle is shitting on Joe to his face and having it go over his head. Joe was insightful enough to comment on the album review. This is how Drake kill you. This on another single that's going to be on a hit, so you can't escape it. Whether you're in a hookah lounge, sport bar, or wherever, you won't be able to get away from it. He was referencing how he did Meek Mill before and how it was applying to Jay-Z and Kendrick on the verses of his song. That said, Joe definitely tried to shit on him, trying to call him a corpse, and that Janice STFU joint starts out buried alive. Someone come dig me up. If I call up your shorty right now, she picking up. That's for Joe too. All right, not gonna.
Ah, that was wow. Them bars right there was wow. Now he ain't got to it yet, but Drake had Joe Budden girl. Yeah, try to get deep. Drake had Joe Budden girl. Yeah, Drake a wild boy, man. This guy that had he had Joe Budden girl. We finna get into it. Trap cook it.
I hold you, knowing deep down, and knowing how deep Joe was getting on this breakdown while glazing how much he was liking it on second listen, missing the fact that he was the one getting shot at on the hook is fucking nuts. All right. He also missed that Drake was claiming he smashed his current girl, not talking about his ex. All right. If I call you shorty right now, she picking up. It's crazy. Okay. He's crazy. All right, hang on. So this is one of the links that was on the Reddit. This is kind of a side note, but like when Drake first teased his first song from Iceman a few weeks ago, 1 a.m. in Albany, he's taking shots at people, he's taking shots at Jay-Z, he's talking grease, all right, dissing everyone. And even Joe said it himself. He said in this clip, he basically said, yo, if Drake's already talking like that, dissing everybody, we're going to have to do our album, our Iceman reaction on pay-per-view. We're going to have to charge people to watch it. If you're going that crazy, we're going to have to put it behind a paywall and run it up because it's going to be that wild.
If we doing that, we got the paywall.
Oh my God.
If you're doing that, we're gonna have to pay-per-view.
That's why, buddy, and that's
Pay-per-view? What did Drake is? He trying to make 50 million. Yeah, Joe Budden trying to make him a 50 ball off Drake.
why we're together. That's it. It's just that kind
No.
Yeah, that's
I thought he was gonna come with some bullshit story. If you're gonna do that on a project.
Parents of children who play Roblox. If your child was sexually exploited, abused, or
just listen, guys. If that's what
He's glazing, right? He's saying, look, I thought Drake was going to come on some bullshit, but he killing it with this 1am in Albany. If he doing that, we're going to have to go pay-per-view. This is a box office smash for me reacting to this. Little did he know. Little did he know. And I'm going to re-show you the Janice lyrics in a second. Just another important thing for you guys to understand, right? Look, I'm quite a seasoned Joe Buddenologist, if you don't know this, right? You might have just found me recently. You've not even realized, right? They've reacted to me. I've done a bunch.
Yeah, they just found both of us trapped. I done lost pages. I'm back on my page. Demonetized, gotta get remonetized. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what we doing, but we doing it, man. Just found it, but we cooking. Cook.
Bunch of videos about Joe. I'm sure he won't acknowledge me, but anyway, all right, I would go on the show, but I think he would tear me limb from limb. But anyway, okay, you also need to know the lore of why Jay-Z sabotaged Joe Budden's career. Jay-Z and Joe Budden hate each other. Joe Budden hates Jay-Z. Joe Budden feels like Jay-Z is the reason that he never took off as a rapper. And he's very bitter that Drake got to the heights that he got to when he doesn't really respect Drake, right? And his career was sabotaged by Jay-Z, another hot shot, okay? So this is a classic video. You can go and watch this story. This is especially 2 months.
What? Why Jay-Z sabotaged Joe Budden's career? What? Hey, you know about this?
The Charlo Ross. This is old school, man.
Iconic than Joe Budden. Joe Budden. Joe is beloved by the hip hop culture today for.
Well, look, it's a whole thing, all right? Joe had Pump It Up. He was at Def Jam. He was basically under Jay-Z. Jay-Z retires. He takes over the label. Joe's not happy, basically, right? You get the gist, Rooney.
To be the single after Rock the Mic. It was supposed to be Jay, Freeway, and Beans, and they didn't want it.
In fact, Joe Budden even later admitted that he may have been courting this beef in a small way by specifically taking this hot.
Look at young Trap Lil Ross, man. Look at young Trap Lil Ross, man.
When he knew that it had originally been rejected by Jay-Z and his boys.
I said, fam, burn that beat. If you don't put that fucking dope ass beat on a CD, give me that beat, man. Fam, you didn't want the beat before, now you want the beat.
Whilst initially Joe Budden was.
So Joe Budden and Jay-Z had a beef about a beat. Jay-Z ends up taking over the label and sabotaging Joe Budden's career. Joe Budden gets sat on the shelf, basically. All right, go and watch that whole breakdown if you want. But anyway, all of that's going on. All right, you need to remember all of this because when I start reading you the Janice lyrics, you're going to be like, holy shit. All right, you're not going to believe it. So people were thinking it was like UMZ exec. We're off that now. It's Joe Budden. People saying this is wild. All right, Joe, Dre making a #1 about you. He really does love you. All right, he also shoots at Kendrick and Jay. People saying it's not just about Joe. He got it out for Joe. He got it out bad for Joe though. Joe said some wild shit about Drake in front of Drake's ex-women. Mel made her dance to Not Like Us on camera. Dates all the way back to Not Like Us, and Melissa got smashed like Drake. Melissa got smashed like Drake. They weren't together. Shit started since Drake smashed Tahiri. I don't even know the depths of the depravity of all the little love triangles they've got going on. It says, bro, people saying it's not just Joe are tripping. Those two for sure got a long history. There's old videos on Joe's YouTube page with him gassing up Drake on camera. I showed you that earlier. Then hanging out. They used to be cool when Drake was coming up because Joe always effed with him and said how he was crazy talented. Marlon and Drake used to be boys. They would roll together. There's pics of it on the internet when Drake was young. All right? It's crazy. There's
So, not only is they beefing now, like Joe Budden used to be very cool with him. Like, they was the guys. You know what I'm saying? They was the guys, allegedly.
history for when Drake used Joe's flow, then dissed Joe when another Canadian rapper called Drake out for using Joe's flow. I'm saying Drake specifically didn't like that Joe made Mel dance to Not Like Us on camera because Drake told Mel that he didn't like that she was sitting next to a D-sucker, and that was at Joe, and that was after Not Like Us. Joe and Drake been going back for a long ass time, all right? I might need to see that. Wait. All right, this is the clip.
And she not even on that no more. Drake got to send her flowers and stuff. She not, that girl Mel, she not even on Joe Budden podcast no more. Joe got rid of her, low-key. Yeah, and like, yeah, serious.
I've had to mute it because they danced to Not Like Us, but it's on a beat hole. So look, he had it popping. He had everyone dancing. I'm pretty sure that's who they're talking about, right? She's popping ass. She's shaking ass to it, right? It's exactly what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to do too much. Okay, so they're saying Joe is Janice, right? People saying this is wild. The fact that Joe loves the song is ironic as fuck. Had to go back to the music video. We had like 10 Ferraris in his crib. Joe just posted his first Ferrari a little while ago. He trolled heavy. I know that. No way. Wait a hot damn minute. Hang on. What? Man, they're not wrong, you know. They're not wrong. Joe was Ferrari shopping not so long ago, man. Not so long ago. What's that? That's like a 488. I'm a car guy. I like cars. Are you looking at the 4? It's looking like a 488, or maybe it's something else. Could be. I don't know.
He wildin', ain't he? They cooking Joe up on the spot. Soon as they synced that, order 10 Ferraris for the video. Soon as they synced it.
SF90, not a C8, not a F8, not a C8, whatever, all of that stuff. But Drake got the big boy Ferraris. That's what, the F40, the F50, he had everything in there. Okay, you had all the Ferraris, like $15 million worth, all the Ferraris, all the exclusive Ferraris. You can't have Joe. Joe, you can't have these Ferraris, right? It's just crazy. Okay, he's getting cooked, right? He's absolutely getting cooked. So here's the thing, all right? Are you ready for the lyrics? Let's go to the lyrics. So we got the song here, and here's the problem, okay? Here's the problem. These are old interpretations, right? They're still thinking that this is, you know, aimed directly at Kendrick Lamar, and, you know, Drake is stripping away the savior image. And there's definitely some lyrics that you could say could apply to Kendrick, but now we know that it's about Joe Budden. Now we know that Janice is officially Joe Budden. I don't know, some of these lyrics are hitting a little bit different. So look, I'm going to read you the lyrics, all right? Obviously, I can't play the song, and, you know, for copyright reasons, I am doing, you know, analysis, all right? This is...
And they say this name, I mean, he talking that scissor. They say this first name is Scissor right here. I wonder if Traveler or Russ gonna catch that. The intro, first name Emiliana. They say that's Scissor, middle name and some. A first name and middle name together.
Fair use analysis of the lyrics, right? Shove it, Drake. Shove it, UMG. Drake's cool. But anyway. Bro. Here we go. Now, here's the thing, right? The intro and the opening, I've not quite pieced together what's going on with the intro and the opening. We're more talking about the verses, okay? People are saying this Emiliana, they're saying that's the ex of Scott Disick. I don't know if that's confirmed. He's talking about finally took a break. I feel like I'm on ecstasy. You know, you say what my work means to me one day be the death of me. They tried to kill me once, but you just resurrected me. I mean, let's not forget, he said he didn't want to go back and forth with the corpse. So he's talking about being killed once. Now, the chorus is talking about reach me, baby. Call my phone and say you need me, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is just kind of flexing stuff, talking about my label got free me, blow on me like some green tea. Look, I don't know, but it's the verses.
I think he was talking to SZA. That whole first part, I say somebody said that was about SZA. Oh, about I seen that.
This is where it starts sounding a bit Joe Budden-ish, right? From the get-go in the verses. Buried alive, someone come dig me up. All right. Now, Joe said he's not going back and forth with the corpse. People knew that from before, but apparently it's also a reference to Drake's diss track. Was it Buried Alive Part 2? The ironic kind of, basically Buried Alive Interlude on Drake's Take Care. Then the diss track was Buried Alive Part 2, a reference to their earlier collab. But that's the saying. It's a play on the write-offs that push the narrative. Joe Budden never wants to mince words, declared on his podcast. He's not going back and forth with the corpse. Now, they're saying if I call up your shorty right now, she's picking up. Now, look, I don't know too much about the love triangles right now, okay, but I feel like that could apply to Joe. I feel like if Drake calls Joe Budden shorty, she might be picking up. And since your boys got big off my name, that's big enough. That's the pod. They on the pod in. I don't think this is about Kendrick Lamar got big enough off your name, because even I feel like Drake deep down knows that Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, it's about Joe Budden. They got big off Drake's name. They said he's so tied in with Drake, he gonna make 20, 30 M's off Drake easily.
Does actually stand alone as a good artist. Yeah, he's salty about getting Not Like Us into oblivion, but the reality is, all right, saying you boys got big off my name, that's big enough. Kendrick was big before Drake's name, realistically. Yeah, Drake helped him, put him on tour, did a little collab with him, Poetic Justice, all that stuff. But really, he's talking about Joe. He's talking about Joe talk. I mean, come on, let's not forget he's talking like this.
If we doing that, we got to pay war.
Oh my God.
If he doing that, we got to pay-per-view.
That's why.
So he talking about you got big off my name, that's big enough. And Joe's over here talking about I'm gonna need to pay-per-view. So he talking about Joe, in my opinion, right? Joe and the podcast and all them guys, they getting big enough off the name, all right? And then this is for Joe. This is a double entendre. People are like, oh, he can't be talking about two things at once. Yes, he can. And here's the thing. He says, we know how you OGs are rocking already, my dude. The jig is up. Now, obviously, people saying this is a punchline at Jay-Z. Obviously, we knew, yeah, jig. He's not rocking with Jay-Z. He's not rocking with how Jay-Z was probably giving advice. And, you know, Jay-Z's got something to do with Super Bowl programming. Suddenly Kendrick's on the Super Bowl talking about you're a PDF.
Yeah, all that's going on. And like with all that going on, right? With all that going on, I really think that bar, we know how your OG's rocking already, my nigga, the jig is up. I think that's for Joe Budden and Jay-Z and Kendrick and J. Cole. Because Kendrick and J. Cole produced a song for Kendrick called The Jig Is Up. To that Jay-Z and Joe Budden. Like, we know how all y'all rocking already. Like, you know?
But OG, we know how you OG's rocking already. He's talking about Joe. He's talking about Joe G's, right? Now you OG's rocking already. And then add that to the fact that I've just been told you I got a whole video about how Joe Budden and Jay-Z have got giant beef. So him even bringing up Jay-Z's name in the same sentence conversation is disrespectful, right? And then here's where he's clearly talking about Joe Budden, right? They say the truth will set, they say that the truth will set you free. Well, mine is going to stream while you watch it in HD. I think he's talking about a reaction video. He's talking about Joe doing a live reaction, talking about need I say?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, Joe. Hey, he was cooking this. Janice guys got cooked up. It's been cooking up, but this had to just get cooked up. Like, this is, Iceman is like recent, like new bars, like last month bars, like 2-3 weeks ago bars.
Say more?
If you're doing that, we got the paywall.
We're going to have to put it behind a paywall, right? The truth will set you free. Mine's going to stream and you're going to watch it in HD. They say karma could take an eternity. Yours is dropping the same night as me. He ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, people were talking about Kendrick was going to drop an album on the same day, but he talking Joe needs to drop a podcast exuberantly, right? He needs to expedite that podcast. He needs to put it behind a paywall, drop in the same night. And karma's coming because he dissing him on the same shit he reacted to. And it went over Joe's head. The funny thing is they ain't going to compete. Because Joe ain't a rapper no more. He podcasts, he ain't competing, he ain't battling, he ain't going song for song. It's not happening. That's he ain't gonna compete. You're gonna get yours while I'm doing me. I'm rapping. And he said, hey, Janice, shut the fuck up. In reference to that original clip that we saw, all right, of Joe talking about his name is Janice.
What's your white woman name? They gave me mine. It's Janice. I'm gonna tell you.
Yo, you niggas is
shut
crazy.
the fuck up.
Hey,
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Need I say more, man? Need I say more? It's actually
Drake was wilding out on Joe Budden. Drake was wilding out on Joe Budden. I'm not even gonna lie. He wilded out on that man, on this song.
actually crazy. I believe it, all right? Tired of y'all telling me dudes is real. Pussy, I know when it's real. You only come home to pose and pop off a look, but you forgot how it feel. Now, here's the thing. Although this does clearly, the glove does fit for Kendrick Lamar. The boot does fit for Kendrick Lamar. Tired of y'all telling me you dudes is real. I know when it's real, but that could go for Joe. You only come home to pose and pop off a look, but you forgot how it feel. That was not landing for Joe, I'll be honest with you. Chi-Town popping a pill, going on a drill, looking for someone to kill. Now, this one doesn't make sense because it's like, is he talking about Kanye? Is he dissing? Who does he? Kendrick doesn't go Chi-Town and pop a pill, go on a drill, looking for someone to kill. Like, it's not a thing you do, right? He's like, okay, maybe he's talking about Kanye. It's not really adding up. But then this line that everybody said is about Kendrick Lamar. White kids listen to you because they feel some guilt, and that's how your soul gets fulfilled. I ain't gonna lie. Kind of goes for Joe too. Kind of goes.
He might have been shooting at Kanye on that one. I ain't gonna lie. He might have been trying to shoot at Kanye on that one, chat.
So I could see that going for Joe. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right. Now look, okay. Now we're talking about. Look. It sounds like he's talking about Kendrick handing out turkeys on camera inside your hood, and you go back to the hills. Now look, Joe don't live in no hills, right? But he didn't build. I don't think he built any houses off of his deal. His deal didn't go nowhere. Whose fault is that? Jay-Z. Difference between dudes getting you out of your deal and letting you out of your deal against your will. How many new names you got in your will? Obviously, everyone's saying that's about Kendrick Lamar and TDE, but could go for Joe. Like,
say it was going for say the damn album had something to do with him get out of his deal. You see how he was saying damn right there. Differences between niggas getting you out of your deal, letting you out of your deal. Damn. Against your will, how many names you got on your will? Damn. How many times you gonna keep calling yourself on the deal? Damn.
Joe couldn't get out of that deal with Jay-Z, trying to get out. Then he going independent. The music's not hitting. He's given up and he's going to podcasting. You know, it's against you. How many new names? Like when he's talking about the back of your deal, is he talking about that big Spotify deal? He's talking about Patreon deal. Like Joe's had a couple deals himself. How many times are you going to keep calling it soft when it's silk? I don't think Kendrick was sitting around calling Drake soft, right? Now, here we go. How many more interviews do y'all got to do to get Ice just to chill? Use your brains, people, okay? How many more times are you going to keep calling it soft when it's silk? How many more interviews are you guys going to do to get Ice just to chill? Who's Ice? Ice for the Joe Budden podcast. You dumb. Are you dumb? How many more interviews are you going to do to get Ice? Yo. It's about Joe Budden, people, right? It's about Joe Budden. It's about Joe Budden. They're trying to cover it up like a quilt. All right? They're like, are they trying to cover up the button? Rari goes skirt on a boy like a kilt. Right? Listen. See what I'm saying? Rari goes skirt on a boy like a kilt. But Drake got more Raris, man. So kept it 100 on paper like, well, that's just some fly shit. Tricking it off on her, paying a bill. That's just how I do the sauce and spill. All right? These hoes know how I...
Hey. Yeah, man. Hey. This deep, man. This deep, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's deep how he went at him, man. It's deep.
Pop it for real. These hoes know how I pop it for real. I wonder if he's talking to Joe Budden in the podcast. He's talking about these hoes, all right? Talking about I make too much in a week. Must be 250 at least. See, like, look at this line, right? It's like I made way too much in a week. Must be 250 at least. Like the money grew off a tree. Like the money came in for free. He must be talking about Kendrick Lamar and them money trees, right? He made too much in a week. It must be 250 a week. What if I made 250 grand a week? How much would that be in a month? Oh. Okay. I must make 250 at least. Like the money just grew off a tree. I made way too much in a week.
Oh, he was clowning. He said Joe Budden made a M. He made
more than you. Way more than you. Hey, listen, I'm not making $1 million a month. You know what I'm saying? We working, but hey, right? MRI machine scanning my knee. Like, how long you been running in the streets? I feel like that's him low key saying Joe's old, and then he just boasting about his girl. She texts me like, we in Paris 200 deep for real. Went and bought a whip for my brother, same body but 2 different colors. All right. So this one was talking about he bought something for Ben the Don. But I wonder, all right. So I went and bought a whip for my brother, same body but 2 different colors, and I might just tell Kai get together. All right. They're saying this is a Canadian entrepreneur, great business partner. I don't know. Right. Might book a flight out to London. I don't know what that's about. I feel like there's some coded message in there, but then Janice is getting told to shut the fuck up again at the end. Look, I feel like now people know. My Joe Budden law is decent, but I feel like people are going to read these lyrics. They're going to come back to these and they're going to realize.
I felt like that was about Joe Budden. Let me know, man. More reactions on the way. We back. More dropping. Hit the subscribe button to follow us. That's how you follow us. We on our way to 12,000 followers. So y'all tune in.